I love animals. The idea of a creature that's not human, that you can take care of and get attached to, and that can also get attached to you, sounds like the best thing ever. I don't actually remember a time in my life where I didn't own a pet. I think throughout the years I've owned cats, dogs, hamsters, guinea pigs, rats, hedgehogs, snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoises, fish, birds, and a snail. So naturally, I have a lot of funny stories about my pets. Specifically in this story, I'll be talking about my hamster and my cat. But before I talk about them, I want to go on a side tangent for a second. Now, a lot of people who own exotic or unconditional pets will get where I'm coming from. Because every time someone saw or heard me talk about one of my pets that aren't a dog or a cat, I would get the same question. So my skink has this beautiful blue tongue that she actually uses to defend herself by opening...
Wait. You own a lizard?
Yeah.
Why would you own a lizard?
'Cause I like them.
Who likes lizards? What are you talking about?
I do. I just told you that. It's so frustrating trying to reason with them. And they keep asking me this every time they see me. Like they're waiting for me to give them a different answer every time. I'd be getting phone calls in the middle of the night like, hello? But why though? Mother! Okay, side tangent over. Let's get to the actual video. So this one time, me, my sister, my brother, and our neighbors were playing outside. And all of a sudden, we heard the quietest. It was quiet, but somehow it sounded distressed. So we decided to look for it. It didn't take long for one of us to find it and call us. And when we got there, we saw 4 tiny baby cats climbing out of a half-open sewer hole in the ground. I think their mom abandoned them there. Which, I mean, if you're gonna abandon your babies, at least leave them in a nicer place. But we still weren't 100% sure she wasn't coming back. And they always say not to touch small or newborn animals because your scent is gonna stop the mom from taking them back or something. But I mean, if you see 4 baby cats climbing out of a sewer hole, dirty and hungry, and literally racing each other to traffic, you're gonna have to touch them. So we picked them up, put them in a cardboard box, and took them inside the house. And when my mom saw them, she felt so sorry for them that she took them in, washed them with a warm wet rag, and fed them milk out of one of my toy baby bottles. Yes, I had a toy baby with a baby bottle, and I played with it all the time as a kid. I'm immune to embarrassment. Anyways, my mom then put the babies to sleep and was able to relax for the rest of the night over a sweet symphony of, Can we keep them, Mom? Can we keep them, please? Please, please? Can we keep them, please, please? So after telling us to go ask our dad, and our dad telling us to go ask our mom, they both finally caved and said yes. We were so happy. Our parents were happy. The baby cats were warm and happy. It was a lovely, joyful night. Although when I came back from school the next day, 3 of them were dead. But still, it was a fun night. Okay, so the next story is about my hamster, who I named Fry, because he was cute and fluffy and orange. I loved him so much. So this one time, me, my sister, and my parents had to travel outside the country for a month. For a reason I don't really remember. But my brother stayed back for school, so he volunteered to take care of Fry. So we flew out, and a month later on our plane ride back, my parents kept giving me really weird looks every time I mentioned that I was excited to see Fry. You see where I'm going with this, right? It turns out that Fry had ran away from his cage around a week before I got back home. And my brother couldn't find him anywhere. So he just assumed that he died. And my parents thought the best time to tell me this was on the 4-hour ride home from the airport. So naturally, I spent the entire 4 hours bawling my eyes out. And when we finally reached the house, I got into my room and looked at his cage with tears in my eyes. And all of a sudden, he popped out from under his bedding and looked at me like nothing happened after scaring the living crap out of me. At first, I thought my brother had replaced Fry with a different hamster that looks like him. So I went around showing him to everyone in the house, and they were as surprised as I was. So I thought maybe he was actually a ninja hamster and hid so well in his cage that my brother thought he ran away. So I put him back, and not 5 minutes later, I check up on him and he's completely gone. I looked all around his cage and I couldn't find him anywhere. So I searched the entire room and moved all the furniture and found him squished to the side of my bed with a bunch of food and bedding around him. So it turns out that he taught himself how to get in and out of his cage whenever he wanted to. So I can safely say that Fry pulled the best hamster prank any hamster could ever pull. Okay, I just want to give a huge thank you to Maaz from the channel TheAMaazing for voicing some of the lines in the video. He's honestly one of the most professional people you can ever deal with. If by any off chance you didn't come here to actually see him, go subscribe to his channel. He's incredibly talented and very funny. And tell him I switched to use mayonnaise to clean my tablet and it worked incredibly. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye!